Hey guys, welcome back to another video on TRK Gaming, and I know it's been a while since I produced some content on Street Fighter 6, but I think that if you use this training exercise that I'm about to show you, it will up your level in terms of not just reacting to what your opponent is trying to do, but also learning how to take back your turn and some key points on block punishment, right? So we have some recordings here for Akuma, and I like to do basic movement patterns like a shuffle. This is a shuffle that I've recorded before, right? So it's just walking back and forward, walking back and forward. And also I like to use something like a stutter step. So this looks like, sometimes it may seem like he's teabagging, but it's not. He's just trying to block low while advancing forward and advancing, moving backwards as well. So that's what I call a stutter step. And if you put on both of these recordings, this would probably mimic what a person would look like, when they're moving or playing against you, right? So we're going to have those two recordings on, but we're going to record a jumping attack. Now, I have for Akuma his light, only short version of the demon flip, the empty demon flip, right? I just think that this mixes you up a lot. So this, sometimes if you're not close enough and you try to anti-air, this is what happens. You miss, right? Right, so sometimes if you're close enough, you will get it. So I'd like to use the medium version of my Dragon Punch, because sometimes if I'm not that close enough, I could still hit him, right? Like in that scenario. So that's one of the air attacks that he may do, but also like an air fireball, so something like this. And we're going to use the same approach, the same anti-air approach, your medium version of your Dragon Punch, to stop him when he does that, right? So when we put on all of these, the movement patterns as well as the jumping attacks, just run these 4 options and just get accustomed to responding to when he jumps. So the exercise would look something like this at the start. And that's how it would look. But players just don't jump to skip neutral. They do other moves as well. So one of the popular moves that Akuma does is probably the heavy kick. So you want to be ready for this, like ducking, like crouch blocking. And once you're crouch blocking, the second hit will miss or whiff, and he'll be open to be punished, right? So something like that is what you would do. And I'm just using this particular character, but every single character in the game could punish. So let me just show you so that you don't think that I'm biased. Right, so every character can punish this move. Right, it's easy, it's very easy to punish. So what other things that players do to skip neutral? And that's just drive rush, right? So in this case, we have a drive rush overhead recorded, and your typical response will be, a jab. And if you jab, you will have 7+ frames to work with, and you could just go into another button and a combo of your choosing. So it would look like that. And also we have a drive rush into a low attack, so something like a crouching light kick, right? And the same thing applies, right? Just do your jab and follow it up with another move, right? Something like this. So we have our responses for the drive rush, for the heavy kick, and also Akuma players may like to do the teleport into the grab, something like that. And you want to be ready to check it as well. And the same thing applies for drive rush. Once you jab, right? You have some plus frames to work with, and you can punish accordingly. So once you run like the movement patterns as well as your jumping attacks and you get accustomed, then you add more layers. That's what I would suggest. Until you find that you're comfortably anti-airing the computer, then I'll say add in another option like the heavy kick. So in this case, you will be crouch blocking and looking out for jumping attacks. So you'll do a crouch, basically like a crouch DP, a DP from a crouch position. And you're also looking out for that as well. And once you get comfortable doing that, then you add probably the teleport. So you're looking out for the teleport as well. And you're looking out for the heavy kick. And then when you get comfortable doing those options, then you can switch on to the drive rush attacks, both the overhead as well as the low. And then you run all of them together and you see how good you can respond. Now this is not as easy as it looks. It's going to be a really tough exercise. So that's it, guys. That's what the exercise would look like. And it's good practice. It's tough practice. It's not as easy as it looks. But once you do it you're going to see a major improvement in your reactions, as well as your ability to take back your turn and to recognize when somebody is doing something that's unsafe. And you can do this against any character that you have problems with. I just used Akuma in this particular example. So keep training, guys, keep getting better at Street Fighter 6, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Later.